Okay, this is exercise 2, filters and transformations. So I'll just run the first sketch of 2. So we've basically got an array using a kernel to change one image into a different one. So basically it uses 9 points, so the middle one is the base point and the points around it change, and with this one we can see we've got 9 in the middle, -1's on the outside, which therefore gives us a more of like a photocopy, kind of poor pixelated picture, but it's not as detailed, but you can see a lot of the edges. So that's the first one. The second one is a transformation, so I've used a couple of different filters. Press play here. So I've gone for a pretty simple 2 images. First one's my background, and the next one you may have seen a similar style in exercise 1. Just by clicking with my mouse, just sets the new position. And yes, let's have a look here. So we can, first of all, we can tint the object. That's the row of colours here. If it was tint 255, then the image wouldn't change, but in this case it's 100, so we're going to get something a little bit darker. Next one, it's got tint 255, 127 after it, this bit here. There we are. So we're going to keep the image the same, but we've got an alpha value, so we should get 50% opacity. So if I press B on the keyboard, there we go, so we can see the image from the background coming through there. And here we've got tint 0, 200, 255. So what we're actually going to do is, based on the RGB values, is we're actually going to end up with an image that is mostly green. So let's check that out. G, there we are, so it highlights the colours that are mostly green. Green and blue are pretty close to each other in the spectrum. So if we go up, we've got a couple more here. So we've got a grey feature. So if I press S, then we're going to grey it all out. Obviously that seems to have come up pretty close to grey. That may have probably been affected by the fact that I had used this one here, which maybe gave most of it green. I'm not quite sure. And the final one is blur. So if we press D, should be able to blur the image slowly. Yeah, you can see that. There's the blur right about here. And that is the end of the sketches for exercise 2.